To press charges for destruction of property and reckless endangerment. Savoy, who had a meteoric rise in her mid-20s, left Hollywood after a series of flops and now runs North End Cinema on Hanover Street, was treated for multiple lacerations and contusions, according to a source at Massachusetts General Hospital, but is expected to make a full recovery. Authorities report that speed was a factor in the crash, but it remains unclear whether alcohol or impairing substances contributed. 1. Suspend your disbelief as usual. At least Charlie wore her sunglasses in the grainy photo, but they could only do so much. She slammed her laptop shut, as though a cobra might slither out from it, only to open it again, take a deep breath, and lean into the full horror. She groaned at the picture of herself, circa 1 hour ago. She was out of practice with this. It had been years since her photographer-dodging days. The Starbucks sign over her right shoulder indicated the shot had been snapped on the northwest corner of her street during her nearly unrequited search for a cab. That butterfly bandage gash slashing her forehead looked even gnarlier in the image. Her cheekbones and chin, battered and bruised, gave her face the uninviting aura of an overripe peach. She should have just skipped work, she thought, excavating the makeup pouch from her office desk drawer. She swept on enough bronze foundation to erase even her freckles, masked that black and blue eye, and painted on scarlet lips before returning to the screen. The play-by-play felt like reading about someone else. It helped to not remember any of it. It didn't help that her phone, wallet, purse, keys, and pride were all still at the bottom of the river. She had paid for her cab home from the hospital with the soggy bills in her jeans pocket. And thank God for 24-hour doormen with spare keys. But the editorializing? Why did her standard ID always need to be that damn Tempest? This must be how it felt for people who shared beloved children with exes they couldn't stand. Also, there had been no substances, not the illicit kind at least, and flops, plural? It had just been the singular flop, actually, a good movie that just hadn't made any cash. Sweating now, she tugged off her faux leather motorcycle jacket, the real one hung in her apartment, drying out like crinkly parchment, and tossed it at the sofa, hitting that framed Midnight Daydream poster. Her door burst open. "My God, you're alive!" A flash of zhushed hair and thick hipster frames. Miles, her adoring theater manager projectionist, threw his arms around her, knocking papers from her desk onto the floor. Including that letter, the one that had set her off last night before her drive. "Just like I confirmed for you in the past 17 emails," she said as he clung to her. He had written all morning after seeing the story and getting no answer on her phone. "It's all my fault." He tore himself away, her Frankenstein-stitched left thigh screaming in pain from the motion, and collapsed on her sofa. "I never should have given you the Ambien. I'm like some kind of low-life drug dealer. There's blood on my hands." He held up Jazz hands, his head hung in shame. "Wow, okay, no," Charlie laughed, as she always did at his melodrama. "But I just wanted to help," he went on. "You never sleep, and it's not you, it's me. I totally messed up timing that thing. Rookie mistake." She straightened her leg beneath her long skirt, rotating her ankle. She had even rewrapped it herself. One roll as a candy striper, and she felt qualified. "Don't drive or operate heavy machinery. Message received. I'm fine. Just suspend your disbelief as usual." "And you still made me coffee?" he said, producing a North End Cinema logoed cup. "What is wrong with you?" "Absolutely nothing." Charlie shook her head. "That's what I've been trying to tell you." Charlie made them each a cappuccino every morning at the theater's opulent espresso bar. She saw no reason to abandon her routine today. "I see what you're doing," he said, taking a sip. "Distraction. Charm. It won't work." He sipped again.